Hi best friend, welcome back to the Real Estate Talk podcast. My name is Rozani Murevezi and welcome. This is where real estate meets lifestyle and faith. Okay, so I'm back with another video and I know you guys like this one because this is for my best friend, my agent. We need to unpack why does most realtors fail. Okay, we need to talk about it. Like, what's the tea? Why are people failing? Why are people giving up? Why? Yeah, all the whys. We need to unpack all the whys today. And I did write my notes on my phone, so I'll look down a bit because I really want to make sure that we address each point. And I also want to give you guys a blueprint of how to succeed. I mean, we can't just talk about the bad things, we should also talk about the good, right? So yeah, I mean, starting from talking from experience, the truth is when I started with a lot of people as well, and most of them gave up on the way. Some of them are still there, but out of 10, 7 people drops out of real estate. And you'll be asking yourself, is it that difficult? Is it because it's too difficult to be an agent or to succeed? But the truth is, I don't think it is any difficult than it is easier. I think you just have to have the balance. So most of the people give up. Number one, I'll tell you, I want to do this in point form. This is what I have experienced and what I've seen. Most of people, number one, they fail because they lack consistent lead generation. People, if you're gonna wake up every morning and you don't have an idea of what you're supposed to be doing or how to do how to generate leads, I doubt that you're gonna be successful. I doubt that your business is going to be successful. Lead generation for real estate is more like stocking up for a retail business. People that are in retail, they know that if there's no bread in the shelf, people are not going to buy bread. So as a realtor, is this one and the same thing? If you don't have properties to sell or to rent, there's nothing to buy. So obviously your business is going to shut down. So you need to develop a strong lead generation strategy. I've once read something from someone where they say, find your most comfortable lead generation strategy and stick with it. Social media, post story, post reels. If you're not a real person, if you are not a real Instagram real person, if you're not a camera person, I won't be all those coaches that tells you that, oh, the market has moved to social media, so on. No, that's not true, because people are still making it without doing social media. You just have to find the lead generation strategy that you are comfortable with and stick with it. I do have a video on lead generation. If I remember, I'll link it for you and then you can go watch it. Otherwise, you can go check it on the playlist. You'll find it, where I talk about lead generation strategies, what you can do, right? You can't wait for the business to come to you. You need to find business. It's unfortunate that most realtors think, oh, I'm going to start a real estate, join this company, and they're going to give me properties, and then I'm just going to sell them. I'm just going to smile. Honey, it is way more than that. I mean, if it was that, all of us will be rich by now. So lead generation is one of the most important things that makes realtors fail. If you don't have a strategy in place, you're not going to make it in this business. Quit today. Don't even waste 3 more months. And number 2, most agents don't have a clear business plan. Guys, a business plan is not for you to find funding on a government institution. For those that are in South Africa, I don't know much about abroad. But a business plan is to guide you in terms of what you do. A business plan is a clear blueprint of what your business entails. If you don't set your monthly target, if you don't track them, if you don't track how many viewings, how many listings you want to do, you don't have a business plan. So you wake up every single day actually to just say, let me see what I can do. You don't have a plan, and that is another recipe of failing in this industry. Number 3, a lot of agents have poor follow-ups. I tell my partners all the time that do not promise something that you're never going to do. Never tell a client, I'll call you on Friday, if you're not going to call them. And that is one thing that makes most of us fail, because we don't have follow-up plan. We do not follow up. There's so many times where you calling someone, says, oh, call me in a year. They're not bluffing. They mean it. Call them in a year. They do have a plan that in a year's time, this is what is happening. And for you not calling them, you're missing out, because another person that have just started it like a week ago is going to call them, and they're going to be lucky. They're going to list with them. And you're wondering why you have done so many property valuations and you don't have any listings. It's because your follow-up sucks. I'm so sorry, best friend, but it sucks. If you're not going to follow up with the people that you spoke to, they're not going to remember you. It's not their job to remember you. It's your job to make sure that they remember you. So you need to follow up. Number 4, most rookies agents, I always talk when I'm recruiting, when we do interviews, I always ask this to agents that why do you want to do real estate? And in most 1 out of 10 will mention that because I want to start my own business, and the rest it will just be other things. If you don't treat real estate as your own business, if you think you're working for your principal, if you think this is a Remax thingy, it's not yours. If you don't take it as this is Rudzani Properties. I remember when I worked for my former company, my folder where I store my stuff was written Rudzani Properties. So so much so that every time when I'm storing something, I used to remember that this is my business. This is not their business, this is my business. When I used to get paid in my former company, I used to get paid in a business account. I had a company set up for them to pay me, and that was Muga Properties. So Muga Properties didn't start when we started. It started when I was still working with my former company, because I knew that this is my business. So they used to pay Muga Properties, not Rudzani, because I am a business, okay? And the main reason why I did that is that I knew that I wanted to build my mindset to have a plan of where to from here. So you need to treat real estate like your business. If you're gonna sleep, nothing is supposed to happen. If you're not gonna get stock, your shop is not gonna be open. So meaning you are closed for the day, because you have nothing to rent, you have nothing to sell. And it's not your company's problem, it's not Remax's problem, it's not your partner's problem. It is your problem, because you are the business owner over here. They are just your partner. They're just giving you certain resources for you to be able to make it in your business. And if you don't make it, you can't blame it to them. Yes, you can blame them in terms of mentorship, which will touch base, but let's be honest, you are the main character in this story, so you need to make it. Another thing, number 5, it's the lack of mentorship. You can't do it alone. I mean, with my experience and all, I still can't do it alone. I still can't do it alone. I still reach out to my mentors. I reach out to my friends. I talk to my friends every morning. I remember yesterday I had done my email campaign, and I emailed quite a number of people. And one of the clients decided to call me and say what do you want? No, why are you emailing me? You can't be emailing me, Poppy, this and that and that. And obviously that took me back to say, I felt like I didn't want to email anyone anymore, because like this person made a big deal out of it. Like it was a whole lot of a scandal. And I was telling myself, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. But then something in me said, talk about it with someone. I talk about it, and my friend says to me, but remember when you got leads from this email? Remember when someone says, yes, oh my God, I've been looking for someone to help me out. Remember when you got listings from the same emails that you don't want to do, just because one person that doesn't need your services have decided to speak down on you. And that is when I realized that mentorship is important. It doesn't matter how many years you've been in the business, there are people that you still need to talk to that will make you realize that you are on the right track. So as soon as my friend mentioned that, I was like, oh my God, how did I almost miss the chance of giving myself to the people that deserve my services? and because one person decided they don't need my services. You understand? So mentorship is important, and it doesn't actually have to be one person. You can talk to anyone that gives you positive vibes. And in this case, I always talk to my colleagues, I talk to my friend, I talk to my sisters about it. If I feel like I'm feeling down, I always reach out to my attorneys that we have grown to be very close friends, and that is how I get my mentorship. Another thing that makes most of us feel is the fear of rejection and low confidence. Every single day when you wake up as a realtor, you wake up unemployed. You wake up without a job. And that fear that talks to you to say, oh, I don't want to talk to anyone today, it's going to keep you unemployed. So because of that fear, a lot of people give up. People don't want to be rejected. People don't want to be told no. So for that reason, then people then don't do their jobs because they're afraid to call and approach clients. But you don't need 100 people to say yes. You only need one. Just one yes is sufficient. Just one yes, you're good. And remember, you're so scared of being rejected by a client, but as much as you remember, you all are not scared of being rejected by your boyfriends, your girlfriends, friends. You fight for that boy harder than you fight for your business. Duh, honey, come on now. Why are you not putting the same energy you putting on that relationship that is very toxic? Why not putting it on your business? Why not putting it on something that is going to build you wealth? Like, balance me. Like, make it make sense. Because we have so much energy of things that is not going to pay us, things that are not going to benefit us. But for some reason, we don't have energy for things that are going to pay our bills. And that is the maths that I'll never get to understand to this date. I remember I once experienced this, I think it was a year ago, when my partner and I got into an argument, and that argument escalated so much so that we're not talking, right? So I'm mad, like I'm super mad. I can't do anything. I'm just mad. I can't wait for this man to come back home so that I can just shout at him, like, or maybe pick his phone. I am super mad, you know. And my day was so dull and ruined because I couldn't do anything because I'm mad at that conversation. And this man goes to work like it's normal. He goes to work, he comes back. I think he even forgot that there was a fight, because when he comes back, he's normal. He's greeting, hey, how are you doing? Did you eat? You know, life goes on. And I'm there like, dude, we are fighting here. How are you going to be talking to me like life good? Like, why are you greeting me like that? Why are you so bubbly? He's like, okay, I do understand there's a conflict, right? But the conflict shouldn't stop the day-to-day work in life. Life has to go on. We can always talk about that conflict. It's not a big of a deal. We can always talk about it and resolve it at a certain time, but it doesn't stop you from greeting me or from checking up on me or from seeing if I'm okay. And I'm like, I just wasted a whole day of work, mad at this person that as soon as they left the house, they told themselves, this conflict stayed in the house, I'll see it when I come back. And that's what the nigga was about. He was, I'll see it when I come back. And when the time to talk about it comes, we'll talk about it. But right now, I gotta work. And that's why I'm saying, put the same energy. Learn to differentiate between your personal life and work. Rejection is gonna happen anywhere in life, but rejection is not gonna be the reason why you can't succeed. Number 7, a lot of people don't have they're inconsistent with their branding and their presence, and they're very secretive about what they do. There are so many times where I'm like, oh, you're an agent. Why don't I know that you're an agent when we are in the same area? Why are you not talking about it anyway? I mean, when I greet people at church, I'm like, hi, my name is Rutani, I sell houses. I mean, that's what I do for a living. I'm not gonna hide it. If you're a doctor, sure, say I'm a doctor. Then I know I have a doctor in my books. You know you have a realtor in your books. So a lot of people are very inconsistent with their branding. A lot of people don't really say much about what they do. I don't know if people look down on realtors or you look down on yourself, because I personally do enjoy being a realtor, and I will tell you that I'm a realtor even if you ask, even before you ask me. It will actually be there. You see where my name is, realtor will be the next one. I mean, as a matter of fact, I might as well go change my name to be Ruzane Realtor Mudobeti. You know what I mean? Because that's what I do and I'm proud of my work. Why shouldn't I speak about it? You know. So now I've told you the reasons why most of the people don't succeed in real estate. How about now we talk about how to succeed? It's obvious that how to succeed is actually the opposite of what I've said, right? But there's more things that you can do. You can actually succeed by becoming a local expert. I don't know how people sell houses in, an area that they're not familiar with. I mean, if you come to me and say, hi, you come to my DM, you say, hi Rudy, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom house, double garage, pool, garden, spacious, and my budget is 1 million. I already know that my area is not that one. I already know that you are looking at the wrong area, because I am familiar with estates in my area that you're not gonna find that pool. You're not gonna find that pool unless if the owner died and it's a deceased estate and people are fighting over it. Under normal circumstances, I already know, because I'm an area expert. I became an expert in my area. I've studied my area. I've studied the prices. I've studied what the price point offers. And I'll be the first to advise you that, okay, if you're looking for this, it's gonna be difficult for us to find. This is what I suggest we can find in that budget, because I'm an expert in my area, okay? And then you need to have a daily success routine. You're not gonna just be successful by waking up and doing whatever. I have a podcast talking about time management. Go listen to that video and get your time management done. Get your routine done. Know on this particular day, this is what I'm doing. Next week, this is what I'm doing. So much so that when your friend call you that they have a baby shower, you tell them, I was not there when you make that baby and I need to go to work. I'll see you later. I'm joking. I'm not saying don't go to people's stuff, but get to know your plan of what you're doing. Like if you were to call me and say, hey, can I come to you on Monday? I know exactly how my Monday looks. I know how my Monday looks. I know what time I'm free. I know what time I'm not free. And I'm going to tell you that, unfortunately, I can't do Monday. This is what I can do. Because I already know that at this time I'll be prospecting. I've already scheduled a certain time for my viewings. You schedule it before it even happened. You say, okay, this time I want to be in viewings. If you're doing your lead generation, you do know chances are you're going to be in viewings. You're going to be in prospect listing appointments. So why not put it down on the calendar to say, this is the time where I will be there. When you're talking to clients, do you tell them, oh, what time are you available? Or do you tell them that, hi ma'am, my viewing slot are at this time and this time and this time? Because the successful realtors answer like that. I'm able to take you in on this time and this time. We don't go, oh, do you want to come now? Do you want to come tomorrow? No, know what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And that is the only thing that is going to set you apart from some of the realtors. Okay? Master your script, eh? 5 years later, I still practice my script. I still make sure that I'm fluent. I still make sure that I speak in a way that the next person can understand me. And I slow down where I need to slow down. I ask question where I need to ask question. And I also practice objections, because objections can take you off. Objections can throw you off so much so that you won't even know what to say. So you need to practice. You need to know what to say. You need to know how to articulate yourself. 4, build a strong database. Remember what I said about follow up? Those people that you're following up on, they're your database. So build a strong database in a way that you know that when you have a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom or 2 bathroom with a pool, who to contact first. You know that, hey, you reach out to me, do you like this property? That is one thing that I've realized on my career that I was struggling with, to have a strong database. If someone reach out to me and I don't have something, I'll forget about them. But guess what? Right now, I'm learning the hard way that those are the same people that I need to reach out to say, hey, something just came to the market. Are you interested? So every call, every inquiry that comes to you, That's your database. Ask them if you don't have, do you mind if I reach out to you when I have something? They will say, no, I don't mind. And you save their numbers, save their contact details. Make sure that when you have something, you reach out to them. Number 5, which is the last one, show up every single day. You're not gonna have one foot in and one foot out, and you wanna tell me you're gonna be a successful agent. Like, I can bet on my bank account. It's not happening. It is not gonna happen. You're gonna have to show up every single day, even on a day that you're tired. I know my days. Fridays, I show up, but I don't. I know I'm so tired. It has been a long week. I've done a lot. And then what I just do, I take it easy, but I still show up for my client. I still respond to their emails. I still attend to their inquiries. Although I'm not up and down running for business or looking for business or prospecting, but I'm still on my phone. I'm still able to take a call. I'm still able to advise, but I'm showing up every single day, because if you're not consistent in this business, you are definitely failing. And you will fail, and you will have no one else to blame than you. There's no one else that you're going to blame. It's only you. Okay, so my loves, I'm wishing you well. I know that you're going to be successful. I know that together we can do this. I know that sometimes you feel like giving up, but don't give up. Continue, because we know that this is the right industry. This is an industry of success. We have seen multiple people succeed. Why shouldn't we? Success is also part of us. And for that, I'm gonna leave you here. And if you have watched until here, drop me a cute heart and tell me what is the biggest challenge that you've had that have almost made you give up, or that makes you want to give up. And then let's tackle it together, and let's try to get your business up to here and succeed. And I love you a lot. I'll see you on the next one. Thumbnail. Mbo, your job. Tanita mshumo wanu. Danita kula kushumo we.